House Democrats vote unanimously to support allowing non-citizens the right to vote in U.S. elections. That headline is not clickbait, people. I really wish it were. Every single Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee just voted in support of allowing non-citizens, and presumably including illegal aliens, the right to vote in U.S. elections. At the risk of sounding dramatic, allowing non-citizens the right to vote in our elections will be the end of the republic. Is that really what Democrats want? I'm beginning to think it is. Stick with me here and see what you think. This is JP with Political Pop Culture, and this is my take. How do you feel about people sneaking across our borders, making their way into sanctuary cities and states, getting state-issued identification or driver's licenses, and then being allowed to vote in our elections? Do you suppose that might change the balance of power? Do you suppose those people are going to vote for fiscally conservative candidates? Or do you suppose they're going to vote for progressives who promise to give them everything they want, everything under the moon for free? And by free, I mean on the backs of American taxpayers. Yeah, I think so too. And clearly, so do the Democrats. They know that their far-left ideas are not popular with the American people, and they know that they cannot win on their ideas. Why do you think they keep attacking Donald Trump instead of touting their own plans? Because their own plans aren't going to get them elected. So what do? Instead of tempering their platform, instead of coming up with ideas that the majority of Americans can agree with or even get behind, they'd rather allow millions of non-citizens the right to vote. You know, you can vote. You can vote right now for Political Pop Culture just by hitting the like button, clicking on the subscribe button, and then hitting the notification bell. When you do that, you're going to be the first to know anytime we upload new content just like this. You'll also be helping out the channel by telling the algorithm to show this video to other people who might be interested. Every little bit really does help, so thank you. The House Judiciary GOP did not hold back in their condemning of this action by House Democrats. Breaking. Judiciary Democrats just voted to support non-citizens voting in our elections. Again, every single Democrat in the House Judiciary Committee session voted against adding language clarifying that illegal aliens would not be allowed to vote in U.S. elections. Republican Representative Tom McClintock of California put forward an amendment to H.R. 8770, which specifically excluded non-citizens from voting in federal and state elections, and every single Democrat voted against it. There's no hiding it. Democrats want non-citizens voting in our elections. Now, included in that tweet is the McClintock Amendment, which was unanimously voted down by Democrats. The language of the McClintock Amendment says, quote, "Nothing in this section may be construed to permit any non-citizen to vote in a federal election, or to encourage or require a state or political subdivision to permit any non-citizen to vote in a state or local election." That sounds like a common sense amendment to me. If you aren't a citizen of the United States, you have no business voting in U.S. elections. Non-citizens shouldn't be voting for dog catcher, much less who's going to be president of the United States. Non-citizens should not be voting in local, state, or federal elections, period, full stop. There shouldn't be any discussion about this. There shouldn't be any dissension. There shouldn't be any disagreement. That should be a statement of absolute fact. No non-citizen should be voting in any local, state, or federal election. Look, even if you take illegal aliens out of the equation, non-citizens should not be voting in U.S. elections. I know I sound like a broken record here, but I don't care. I don't care if you're here on a work visa. I don't care if you're here going to school. I don't care if you are married to a U.S. citizen but still don't have citizenship. You shouldn't be voting in U.S. elections. That is a right reserved exclusively to citizens of the United States, period. Look, I hate to say it, but it is becoming more and more clear that the far-left Democrats are literally enemies of the Republic. You remember Barack Obama saying that he loved America, but he wanted to fundamentally transform it? I asked then, I'll ask again now. How exactly does someone profess to love something and then in the next breath say they want to change everything about it? That's not love, people. That's not love, that's not like, that's not even tolerance. You don't want to fundamentally transform something that you love. The truth is that people on the far left do not love America. They hate America. They have opened the U.S. border to illegal aliens, and now they want to open our elections to them. Democrats think they have the potential to carry every national election for the foreseeable future if they can just get millions of new voters on the rolls who will vote Democrat no matter what. I mean, hey, the ends justify the means. Right, comrades? At this point, Democrats should just go ahead and change their motto to win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. I'm linking the list of people who voted against the McClintock Amendment to H.R. 8770 in the description below. If you happen to live in the district of any of the representatives who voted against this amendment, I encourage you, please contact them and ask them why. Demand public responses. Demand accountability. Why do you want non-citizens voting in U.S. elections? I bet they can't give you a straight answer, but I'd love to hear what they tell you. If you get a response, please feel free to post it in the comments below. That's my take. What's your take? You can let me know your take in the comments below. You can also let me know your take by joining the cult at PolPopCult on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Rumble, and Truth Social. Thank you for listening.